The LGBTQIA++ XYZ LMNOP MAP movement, they no longer stand for equality or inclusion. They stand for cultural dominance. And I really decided to step away once they started pushing hormones and castration and sterilization on children. Because guess what? When I was 9 years old, I used to sneak and wear my sister's cheerleading outfits. I've always loved hair and makeup. So if I had been born today in this modern LGBTQIA XYZ culture, they would have told me I'm in the wrong body. And they could have given me hormones. They could have mutilated me before I was 18 and knew what I was doing. So the reason I stepped away is because all I ask is the freedom to be gay, wear a wig, have a good time. My freedoms end where the freedoms of others begin. And that includes evangelical Christians. That includes people who say I'm going to hell, because I am a free speech absolutist. And if I want to have the free speech to, be crazy and have fun, then I have to defend the free speech of others. And so that's why in 2019, I just said enough is enough. This LGBTQIA+ movement is doing things in my name, so to speak, that I cannot tolerate. So I jumped on the Trump train. I went to rallies. I took a big risk, like, can I do this? Wearing a wig. And it's been nothing but acceptance and unity as patriots. And one of the reasons I'm different than other drag queens is I don't need to go to a pride parade and wave sex toys in public. I don't need to dress in a provocative manner. You can be fabulous, you can be fun without being vulgar. And drag queens and the LGBTQIA+ movement, they need to save their adults-only content and their explicit content and their vulgarity for the nightclubs.
Yeah, so I want to talk to you about that, because in Austin, Texas, we've had drag queen story club hours and everything, and you've had drag queens and they're gyrating and there's like nipple tassels and stuff like that.
Teaching my nieces and nephews to twerk? No. So drag queen story hour, it sounds very benign. It sounds very like, oh, it's just drag queens reading stories. No. Their stories are carefully and politically selected. And the stories are all about erasing gender, pushing transgenderism, pushing non-binary, genderqueer doctrine to indoctrinate these kids. It is not about having a good time and doing a drag queen story hour. If they were just, reading neutral stories or whatever, I wouldn't be so upset. But they're literally reading stories about transgenderism to 6-year-olds who are going to get confused and possibly permanently alter and mutilate